Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about muzzling your dogs. When is the best time to muzzle your dogs? And is any time a wrong time to muzzle your dogs? And we're going to go talk about a situation where a German Shepherd is muzzled, and we're going to talk about the rights and wrongs of it. So we're going to get into this, and you guys stay tuned.
Madison Bell German Shepherd.
All right, welcome back, guys. So what we're talking about is a German Shepherd named Loki, and he's about 11 months old. And what he was doing was he was chewing up the furniture. He was chewing up the couch. He was chewing up the floor. He was chewing up the carpet. And he was doing a lot of this stuff, from what his owner claims, when she was sleeping at night, which, you know, I think he was doing it regardless. And her quick fix to this was a training hack was to muzzle him all night long and all day, pretty much, which is kind of inhumane because the dog is constantly muzzled. And then she goes on to make this post about how great he's doing being muzzled 24 hours a day. And I'll start off by reading it. And I'm not going to call out names because it's irrelevant. And I'm going to show you a video of him. So, finally found the perfect thing to stop the destruction. He's been using it every night for 2 months now. It's amazing. Pretty much every day, all day long. This is my 11-month-old German Shepherd Loki drinking with ease while wearing his stay out of trouble muzzle. This thing has been a lifesaver while we sleep at night. No more waking up to chewed up floors. He tore up the carpet for the entire living room one night. He ate through the hardwood floor and that we discovered under the carpet at night or two after that. Then I woke up to him eating aluminum off the kitchen floor and furniture. He can easily pant because there's lots of room to open his mouth. He can bark, he can eat his kibble with ease through the wire cage to the house down. I give this product 2 thumbs up. My man found it on Amazon. It's much better than locking him up in a tiny ass cage slash crate. He could still move around. He could still move around to his favorite places throughout the house. Keep his guard up. Play with the cats. Scratch on the floor. Much better for him. Laugh out loud. And this is Loki right here. So you can check out and see Loki. He's actually drinking his water through his muzzle. And she's bragging about this on the internet because she wants to show everybody how well her dog training skills are through dog training hacks. Now, let's unwrap this. So, Loki is in a muzzle 24 hours a day because he's unsupervised. He's chewing up the house because he's untrained. And he's eating alumina or floor, whatever, paint and other things. I wonder what his health is. And she doesn't want to use what dog trainers consider the dog's safe place is a crate. To place him in a crate when he's unsupervised. Plus, she brags about he has access to the entire house, so he has no boundaries. He can go wherever he wants. He can do whatever he wants to do. And that is the first problem. This is the reason why Loki is chewing up the house. He's unsupervised and he's going everywhere he wants to go. And nobody is stopping him. So the next part of this is going to be he does not have access to training or exercise. So with all that pent up energy, all he has left is his teeth to chew on things to just basically in like a little prison to do nothing. And unfortunately, you don't know what you don't know. And she thought by posting this that somehow miraculously everybody was going to chime in and pat her on the back and tell how great she was and also ask her for dog training advice. Unfortunately, when I went through the comments, it was a little different. People were generally upset. They shouted inhumane, you don't need that dog, get the dog trained, do better. It was just crazy. She disabled the comments so that people could stop because they were raining on her. But she didn't take the post down. And, again, you don't know what you don't know. She doesn't know that her dog needs to be trained. She doesn't know that an 11-month-old German Shepherd needs to burn his energy. She doesn't know that Muzzling him all night is inhumane. She thinks she's doing good. She sounds like a young kid too. So what's the point of having this big dog as a protector if he's muzzled all night? It doesn't make any sense if you want to leave him out. Uh, Generally, the German Shepherd tends to mature at a male about a year and a half. Then you can start leaving them out about a year and a half. Females, you can get about a little earlier, say 8 months, 7 months, but you still have to supervise them, and they still need boundaries. And that's what this young lady is lacking. She's lacking boundaries. And if she could get that under control, and then get her dog trained, and then get her dog exercise, she would not need the muzzle. So, muzzles should be used when dogs are inherently dangerous to others, such as a dog being taken to the shelter and he's fearful, he's a fear biter because he's scared where he is. So they muzzle the dog so he doesn't bite the workers there. Or taking a dog to the groomers and you're going to get his nails trimmed and get him groomed up, but he's kind of a little, you know, sketchy. So you groom him, so you muzzle him so he doesn't bite the groomers. Or you take your dog to the vet and they need to get their shots and vaccines. And again, you don't want him biting the vet tech or the veterinarian, so you muzzle him. Or finally, you have a working dog that's trained to do protection or sports or a police canine, and they've been trained to do bite work, and you don't want people to spook them because you don't know what you don't know, and you don't have time to explain to everybody how to handle around your dog, so you muzzle them for their safety. So those are the areas where a muzzle is going to be used. A muzzle is not going to be used to stop a dog from chewing up things. You, as the owner, have to do that. You have to redirect the dog's energy into other areas so the dog is not engaging in your furniture. You are training a bad habit. This is something that's going to continue. I can only imagine what her house looks like because what she spouted in there, he ate a carpet and a whole entire living room. He ate up the wood floor. He ate the aluminum in the kitchen floor. That house has to look horrendous. And I will say, probably 90% of it is not Loki's fault. Just saying. But anyway, you have to get the dog trained. You have to engage with a scientific manner and a way of training your dog. It's done. That problem's still there. It's going to get worse. And then eventually Loki's going to get rehomed. I promise you, in probably the next 6 months, Loki's going to be for sale. And his ad is going to read, very good dog, loves kids, knows his basic commands. I can't keep him. I don't have time for him. She's not going to put in how he destroyed her house, how she never took him out, how she never socialized him, how he's untrained. None of that's going to be in the post. I'm going to tell you right now, nobody in the world rehomes fully trained dogs. It is very, very rare. Sometimes people get divorced, sometimes people move an apartment, they happen. But outside of that, nobody rehomes fully trained dogs. But in the ad, the dog is so, just think about it, the dog is so wonderful in the ad, but they're getting rid of him or her. It doesn't make any sense. So I think that this whole situation is inhumane. I think she needs to get Loki some training. I think she needs to take Loki on some walks. I think that she needs to redirect Loki's energy. And I think if those things come into play, Loki's going to be a better dog. And I think she needs to get educated on how to handle a German Shepherd and things and steps she needs to do with a German Shepherd. I think this is the raw manner about going about it. I had a very good friend send this to me, and I decided to talk on it. It took me a while. I had a lot of things going on, but this is it. So we're talking on it right now, and I just think, again, when you get these dogs, you need to have a plan in action. You need to know where they're going to sleep. You're going to know what food you're going to give them. You're going to know what training you want for them. You're going to know how many times a day you're going to work with the dog, how many walks you're going to go on. You need to have all that gained out. If you're just getting a dog because they're black and they're beautiful, or you love sables, or your uncle always wanted a German Shepherd, or your brother used to have one, or you grew up with one, and you don't really understand these dogs, you're going to be in a world of trouble. German Shepherds come in several different lines. They have working lines, show line. I mean, you got all these lines, and you need to know what type of dog you're getting. If you're getting a really active German Shepherd working line and you're a really lazy person, this is going to be a bad situation. Color is not going to fix this. You have to know the genetics of the dog you're getting. And when you get it, you need to have a plan in action of what you're going to do immediately. If you start working with your German Shepherd immediately, I promise you, you're going to have the best dog in the world. So that was my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Again, if you guys like this video, like, share, subscribe, and we'll keep putting out more good content for you. But again, German Shepherds are active dogs. They need to be trained. They need to be exercised. And if you're not putting in the time and work, you're just going to get a destructive dog. This is Madison Bell. I'm Rodriguez Carter, and you guys have a great one.
Madison Bell, German Shepherd.